Well, the extreme cold is a major concern when it comes to your health and that of your loved ones as well, because at these temperatures, adverse health effects can happen much faster. So we are joined right now by Courtney Smith, a certified physician's assistant and owner of Grand Primary Care PC. So Courtney, thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
So I would say the biggest advice you must have for people is to stay indoors. Don't be exposed if you don't have to be, but that's not always possible. So what do people need to keep in mind?
Yes, that's a great question, and safety is paramount right now in these extreme negative temperatures that we're expecting over the next few days. First of all, we need to be cognizant of the wind chill, so what the temperature is actually going to feel like outside. Yeah. It's not just the ambient temperature, but it's that wind, it's the humidity, and what precipitation. So any temperature less than 0 degrees Fahrenheit, when taking into account that wind chill, is really not safe for our kids to be playing outside. This is a great time to enjoy some family board games, reading, doing some other family activities indoors when the temperature is less than 0.
Yeah, I mean, you want to go outside because the snow, there's so much snow right now, and the kids probably want to go sledding, but it's just not safe.
Yep, absolutely. So thankfully, you know, when the temperature goes up above 0, if we're in that kind of limbo of 0 to 32, when it's below freezing but still over 0, it can be safe for kids to be outside for maybe 15, 20 minutes at a time if we're layering properly. So if we have that good base layer with some moisture wicking fabric, have a fleece layer on top, and then a shell properly protecting, waterproof, windproof outside. We're not wearing those wimpy like little cotton gloves and mittens that are so cute, but we really need that like waterproof outer shell to keep the extremities warm enough. But when it's negative temperatures, all of that just isn't good enough. The kids need to stay inside.
And to pay attention to time. You know, you can't be out there all day.
Absolutely, yep. So limiting time spent outside is really important. Again, like we just mentioned, the times that can lead to frostbite in negative temperatures, it can happen quite quickly.
Yeah, frostbite, hypothermia, those are pretty big health risks. And the cold, what else can happen in the cold, I guess, that you may not see coming?
Yes, so frostbite, hypothermia are absolutely important. We also have to be aware of people who have underlying respiratory conditions, so conditions like asthma or COPD. The extreme cold can lead to bronchospasm, which just means kind of narrowing and instability of the airways. So this would be an important time for someone who has those conditions to make sure they have a rescue inhaler or the rescue medication in their nebulizer, that medicine is up to date, it's not expired. Some people who are well controlled might have that medicine sitting around in their medicine cabinet for a while, but we need an up-to-date prescription. And to address any concerns with your primary care provider or your pulmonologist if you think you're not feeling well.
And also shoveling. Right?
Yes.
You know, a lot of people want to get out there and shovel. And
absolutely. So, you know, shoveling in these conditions when we expect more than just a few inches every day can actually pose a health risk. If you're scooping snow that's quite heavy, more than a few inches at a time, that can be pretty strenuous physical activity. So if someone's not used to that level of exertion, we get this kind of perfect storm of vasoconstriction or narrowing of the blood vessels because of the cold temperature, then pulse and blood pressure go up. And unfortunately, that can increase to the risk of heart disease when that happens. So a sudden heart attack. Symptoms can include chest pain, pressure, tightness, shortness of breath, nausea, dizziness. If you're feeling unwell when you're shoveling and exerting yourself, someone should call 911 and you should seek emergency care.
Yeah. Okay. Great advice. Courtney, thank you for coming in. We appreciate it.
Thanks so much.